So with everything that's been going on in the world, and especially during quarantine, I wanted to try to bring a little entertainment, a little comedy to you guys. So a friend and I challenged each other to see who could be funnier in a remake of Weekend Update, which is Saturday Night Live's staple skit. So the challenge included writing 12 jokes each, recorded on a green screen, and then I would take it and edit it down and add some graphics to help with the punchlines. So we need help. We need help to determine who's funnier. So other than liking and subscribing to this channel, we ask that you comment below who's funnier, Richard or Ryan.
It's Weekend Update.
Anthony Fauci had his dream come true as Brad Pitt impersonated him on a recent SNL skit. When asked about Pitt's performance, Fauci enthusiastically replied, "Brilliant." Unfortunately, the bond between the two never truly developed after Fauci asked Brad Pitt for Jennifer Aniston's phone number. Sly dog. In more Anthony Fauci news, we asked him what he thought about Trump's more recent remarks about him and his pivoting away from the doctor's advice. Anthony channeled his inner Brad Pitt and said this, "I don't want to die without scars."
Now that Tom Brady has left the New England Patriots, there is a hot debate about who was more essential to their run that netted them 6 Super Bowls. Was it Tom Brady or was it Coach Bill Belichick? Well, NFL superfan Tony Montana had this to say, and I quote, "Hey, who put that together in New England? Brady. Who do I trust? Brady. That's who. Bill Belichick, I never liked that guy. He's a communist." The New York Jets signed quarterback Joe Flacco, further cementing the fact that they're the worst team in the AFC East and probably the NFL.
Husbands and wives across the country are getting a little skeptical with all the new social distancing signage popping up everywhere. Seems like there's a loss of trust in the marriage when you see 3 social distancing stickers surrounding your bed. Facebook and Instagram are bringing a star-studded lineup to honor the graduating class of 2020. Upon hearing the news, some 2020 graduates had this to say, Facebook's for old people.
About a week ago, New York Giants cornerback DeAndre Baker was arrested by Miramar, Florida police on multiple counts of aggravated assault and armed robbery. This all stems from Baker trying to steal back $75,000 that he lost in the World Series of Dice. Come on, DeAndre. Did you really think you were going to beat Leonard Washington, Grits and Gravy, and Ashley Larry? Get out of here. Getting back to DeAndre Baker. After losing the $75,000 in the World Series of Dice, his friends tried to calm him down by reminding him of his $10 million contract with the New York Giants. And they also advised him, WWJD. Unfortunately, DeAndre thought the J stood for juice, as in O.J. Simpson. But let me tell you something, DeAndre. If you were doing what O.J. would have done, there was not nearly enough violence. Not even close. So you didn't even get that right.
How to Get Away with Murder just wrapped its series finale after 6 years. The producers claimed it was becoming increasingly challenging, concocting improbable twists and crazy cliffhangers. If you want a whole series, just do it on this guy. You can have a whole season. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell finally conceded recently that he was wrong to claim that the Obama administration had not left the pandemic playbook behind. He said he was a little thrown off with the playbook's cover.
Cam Newton is still unsigned. While many find that surprising, I don't. Cam has been telling teams that he's tired of sacrificing his body. He's not going to get that tough yard anymore. He wants to be a pocket passer. Well, that's like my favorite Twitter model saying she's only going to post audio files because she wants people to love her for her mind. Come on, Cam. If you want to be signed, if you want success in the league, you got to show your boobies. It's booby time, Cam. No one is a bigger fan of bad news than Antonio Brown. Look how he reacted when he found out he was released by the Oakland Raiders, losing between $30 and $50 million.
The Raiders free!
How do you think he's going to react when he finds out who the starter is for the New England Patriots? Listen, I know he's not with the Patriots anymore, But Jared Statham or Brian Hoyer? That's bad news, and Antonio Brown loves bad news.
Wide receiver Antonio Brown is attempting to make his NFL return by posting viral videos of his workouts with Washington Redskins quarterback Dwayne Haskins. In the video, you can see that Antonio Brown still has the athletic ability, runs perfect routes, and catches the ball flawlessly. And he's also seen wearing an Oakland Raider helmet and Pittsburgh Steelers pants. The only problem I see is never go to a job interview wearing the uniform of the previous company you've been fired from. Mary-Kate Olsen from Full House fame has recently filed divorce from her husband after 5 years. Things became ugly when Mary-Kate came home one day and found that she was locked out of her house that she shared with her husband. Upon hearing the news, some of the castmates had this to say. How rude! New York City is starting to reopen and plans to start sports without fans. As the Knicks like to say, they're just continuing the regular season.
When it comes to rookie jersey sales, Tua of the Miami Dolphins is at the top, and that's not a surprise. Then we have, Burrow, Chase Young, all the other big names. But rounding up the top 20 is a surprising player. We're talking about Detroit Lions 6th round defensive tackle, John PENISN. Now, obviously, Detroit Lions fans have a sophomoric sense of humor. Something you would expect from Philadelphia and Buffalo. But not surprisingly, the PENISN craze is running rampant in San Francisco. When it comes to Gardner Minshew, who is the Jacksonville Jaguars' potential starter, offensive coordinator Jay Gruden had this to say. He has everything a QB needs. He can throw stakes at people's faces. He can throw a football over a mountain. He makes fantastic home videos. And he has mastered living in a van. I'm excited. And my response to Gruden is, what the heck are you even talking about?
In our ongoing series, we look at how celebrities are nothing like the average person, especially during quarantine. First up is Arnold Schwarzenegger and how he spends his time during quarantine.
Yeah.
The NBA is in talks with Disney to resume their season by playing games in a single location near the Magic Kingdom. You can expect when the NBA crowns a champion, one player would be chosen for their marketing campaign that says, I'm leaving Disney World.
Right now that the Last Dance documentary is making the Chicago Bulls a hot topic, let's examine some of those rosters that won them 6 championships. We have B.J. Armstrong, Bill Cartwright, Stacey King, John Paxson, Will Perdue, Scott Williams, Steve Kerr, Luke Longley, Bill Wennington, Judd Bushler, Dickie Simpkins. Those Bulls teams were stacked, said no one, ever. I was having difficulty sleeping. And a friend of mine told me, hey, just watch the San Antonio Spurs during all their championship runs. And so I did, and it worked. Who took the fun out of fundamental?
In another display of biasms toward the people who downplay the dangers of the coronavirus, a recent viral video surfaced showing a pool party in the Ozarks. People were outraged by the video showing the partygoers not adhering to the social distancing guidelines and not wearing face masks. What wasn't reported by the media outlets was how many people got gonorrhea and syphilis. We know how difficult it is to get that perfect Zoom background. So, in our ongoing series, How Celebrities Are Nothing Like Us, here's Arnold Schwarzenegger with the best Zoom background ever. He's got a tank!
Major League great Manny Ramirez is trying to extend his career in Taiwan at age 47. I mean, is Manny the new Mike Tyson or the Mike Tyson of baseball? I mean, is he broke already? Ramirez had this to say. No, it's not about the money. Ever since I was a little kid in the Dominican Republic, I dreamed about playing in Taiwan. Speaking of great minds, let's listen to Blake Snell.
And if I get the Rona, on top of that, if I get the Rona, guess what happens with that? Oh yeah, that's in my body forever.
Hey, we need to get this guy to stop throwing baseballs and put him on a team that's going to figure out a vaccine for the Rona. He's peaking right now. Let's not waste him.
For Weekend Update, I'm Ryan Guerra, and we encourage you to have a safe and happy week. All right, that's the Weekend Update. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And please, comment below who's funnier, Richard or Ryan.